It's Tuesday and want to bring you a scrapbook video that is kind of a sad one, so you don't necessarily have to watch, but it did turn out really pretty, and it is based on some, emotions that I was having in the summer, and I try to scrapbook everything, good, bad, happy, ugly, beautiful, kids, Christmas, just everything in my life, because I am an emotional artist, and honestly I feel like my scrapbooks are a representation of my life, and my life isn't just all, rainbows and butterflies. I do have a lot that has happened in the last 4 years to me, and I had a lot of really easy years too, and it's just phases of life, and I totally get that and understand, but I don't want to pretend like I don't have a real life and not scrapbook those moments and those emotions. So that's what you're seeing here. So if you just want to see the good and the happy and that sort of thing, then by all means skip this one. But like I said, I love to share, and I think that a lot of us go through a lot of hard times, and that we hide a lot of that. And I used to hide a lot of it, and I still am a private person to a degree, but I have anxiety disorder, and so I feel like if I hide my life and my emotions and never express myself through my art and share with my friends, my anxiety is much, much worse. So it is just better to deal with those emotions as they come and to move past them and heal, and that's basically what we all have to do. We just all do it in a different way. And I also feel like a lot of people want to, I'm not trying to burden anyone with my issues by no means, or, get sympathy or anything. I just feel like a lot of people can relate to hard times, and a lot of people are having hard times, and it's kind of refreshing, to me at least, when people care enough to show all sides of their life. And it's okay to have hard times, and it's okay to not be happy sometimes, and it's okay to be angry sometimes, and that's all human nature, right? So that's, kind of what I do, and I'm sure there are many of you that have expressed that you can relate to that and that you appreciate that honesty, and I appreciate your support. So I'll go ahead and explain some of the layout to you, and that way you can see what I've done and understand my process here. But I found this phrase, it's actually a song lyric, I think, that it's, I'm looking at life through a broken windshield, and I have felt that way very many times in the past few years, and so that's going to be my title. I tried to make that tag, and although things look good on the video, I did not like that ribbon, actually, so I ended up taking that off. I love the ribbon itself, but for some reason it just didn't work for me in person, I also printed off something from Pinterest, which is the I'm beautifully broken saying, and I love Pinterest for those reasons. You can find so many appropriate quotes, and used to I wasn't into quotes or affirmations or any of that, and I'm still not that much into affirmations, but just quotes in general I really like. So the sunset is a Wilna die cut, and I just sprayed it with some, let's see, what color is that? Oh, I didn't write it down. Oh, I guess it's a combination of a couple of colors, one of them being Primrose by Heidi Swapp, because I think I'd end up sprinkling that on at the final too. And the cherry blossoms are Jolie's. Those are really old. Jolie's Boutique. And I thought I'd pull this little frame from the Jubilee kit, but I couldn't get it to work. It just didn't seem to go anywhere, and it was kind of not fitting in with the theme, so to speak. I don't know. I mean, it fit in with the theme because it's got the whole cloudy, thunderstorm thing, but it just didn't fit on the page. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. And that background paper and the scraps are some of the Adrian Lumen by Webster's Pages. I think it's primarily the Ocean Melody. And some of those are the vellum transparencies, which I seem to do just fine with those, but usually struggle with like acetate words and that sort of thing. And I thought that the tag would look good embossed, so that's what you see. I just used some Wow and some embossing powder and put that on the tag to add a little more glitter, because I'm kind of a glitter girl. And the pictures of me at the lake, and I'm, it's kind of like I was supposed to be having a good day, and I was on the lake and I was with friends, and at one point I just had to crawl in the boat and have a good cry and then go back to my friends, as strange as that sounds. And it was just one of those moments where things got to you. You thought, I had a lot of running through my mind, let's just put it that way, at that moment. So, and I'd never done that before when I was out at the lake. Usually I can stay busy and forget those things when I'm with my friends. But this day was exceptionally hard for me, so, and there's some reasons for that I won't go into. So that's why I'm in a bathing suit, and that's why I look sad. And the sunlight was just perfect, because it was kind of foggy, I guess, or my lens was foggy. I don't know, but the picture came out a little bit blurry, so it looks like my face doesn't have any flaws there, so I kind of like that. And that's why I kept the picture. And like I said, I want to show everything, good, bad, and not so great. So I'm making my title here. I was looking through the Creative Imagination word stickers and also the Tim Holtz word stickers, and I'll end up outlining those with my Sakura pen, but I am trying to spell out, I am looking at life through a broken windshield. And so you'll see me try to layer those alphas and line them up. And I just use a variety between the mini market and those word stickers. So the page went relatively fast. I don't remember how long it took me, but I do remember thinking I've been wanting to put this on a layout for a while, and it just poured out of me. It was actually very therapeutic, and I find that when I do that, it's a way to heal. And the saying was just perfect. So I did have to pull several fonts, and I kind of like how that turned out, actually. I was going to try and do it all with just the Creative Imaginations and maybe some thickers, but that tag was too small for thickers, and so I abandoned that idea quickly and just pulled. Okay, bit of a hiccup there. I always let it time out. I don't know what you'd think I'd be used to it. Um, let's see. I do use some of those canvas stickers, or I guess I use the one that says, I think it says "Live in the Summer" or something like that. I can't remember. And then the bottom piece is the other part of that Jolie's. I used that entire, there's only like 2 pieces of the cherry blossoms. And I don't think I ended up using any of the Jolie's, or not Jolie's, Jubilee pack in the end. I think I abandoned that idea. And I do outline all the words with my secure pen and the outside of the layout because I can't help myself, and I think it's really pretty. So I do add some brads, and when I was purging yesterday, I found a ton of rub-ons and some brads that I forgot I had, and so you'll see me using more of those in layouts. And I found a bunch of old chipboard alphas that were in a box, and I mean several. And so I'm trying to decide if I give those away or if I try to like paint them and emboss them. They're fairly large, actually. I must have been in a large alpha stage because seriously, they're kind of big. I may just give them to Brandy. I don't know, Brandy, if you're watching this video, tell me if that's of interest to you, because I did have enough to purge that I set some aside for you, but I'm not going to give to Misty. I'm putting in a box for you, so let me know if that has any appeal to you, because they're, like I said, they're kind of big. They range from like 2-inch, I guess. Well, no, probably 1.5 inch to 3 or 4 inches. I mean, and it's a variety. There's 3 or 4 different, maybe more, little boxes of those that I bought years ago. And I did not realize I had that box. So, let's see. I also added enamel dots by My Mind's Eye, and the brads were Teresa Collins Fabrications. And what else? Oh, I thought about those arrows, but I think I took them off because I didn't like the holes drilled through them. I'm not quite sure why those have holes in them. That entire collection of wood veneer, they drilled little tiny holes through them. Oh, I did. This was when I first got my Mod Podge melts, and oh my gosh, I love them, and I added them to this layout, and I've been putting them on several layouts, and this was before I actually played with them and figured out what colors worked, because that Hero Arts ink doesn't really want to stay on there. It just kind of rubs right off. You have to, either watch my video to see how to paint those, or just experiment, because I had zero luck with acrylics and watercolors and stuff. I really had to play with them. And I found that actual metal paint and paint that will stick to glass or metal or anything like that works best. So I'm using my trusty Martha Stewart punch and just adding those around the page to make it a little more feminine. The number 45 is my age, and I'm actually having a birthday next month. I'm super excited. I have never really, my birthday's so close to Thanksgiving, I don't really celebrate it because, everybody's busy with family and stuff, but I kind of celebrate within myself. I love birthdays. I think that's a celebration of your life, and I get excited for other people having them, and I get excited when it's mine. So anyway, that's it. I will talk to you later, and I hope you enjoyed the layout, and I'll have another one tomorrow. Ta-ta for now. Bye.